Si Colonel Grijaldo, mga kababayan, yung testigo ni Bato doon sa Senado na nagsabi, pressure daw ni Congressman Dan Fernandez at saka ni Congressman Benny Abante, pressure daw siya para magsalita. Re-risbakan ngayon siya, mga kababayan, ng Quadcom. Kasi yung mga abogado na nandun, mga abogado po ni Ruy Nagarma, nag-execute po ng affidavit na nagpapatotoo. Walang ganun na nangyari. Ito po si Grijaldo, mga kababayan. Siya yung witness ni Bato. Malamang siya yung nagpresyo. Para may witness din sila, mga kababayan, doon sa Senado. Tapos, on another story, sabi mga kababayan ni Congressman Abante, si Digong daw could be held liable for ordering cops to encourage drug suspects to fight back para ma-justify po yung pag-EJK. But before ko mga kababayan ibigay sa inyo yung full story ng balitang yan, click subscribe muna dito sa ating YouTube channel and hit the notification bell para lagi po kayong updated sa mga kaganapan dito sa ating bansa. Like and share na rin po ninyo ng ating video. At huwag na rin po ninyo na escape yung ating mga commercial ads para tuloy-tuloy lang ang pag-unlad ng Bagong Pilipinas. At itong ating programa mga kababayan, atid sa inyo nitong ating mga sponsors. Firmax Framing and Lifting Cream. Pinapay po sa mga pulses in affected area. Mainam po ito sa mga pains at paninigas ng mga kaso-kasuan. Ito sa mukha naman yung application, anti-aging, Automax po siya. Ito ay Glow Zero mga kababayan. Whitening po siya. Made in South Korea. Ito naman po, Ningxia Red Mix Fruit Drink. Gawa po siya sa goji berry. May anti-cancer properties po siya. At sa mga nagana po ng malinis and spacious fitness gym, pumunta lang po kayo sa aming Colossal Fitness Gym. May Grab ka rental din po kami. At bills payment po sa aming office. At saka sa mga mahilig po sa mga imported bags, manood po kayo sa live selling ni Madam Eileen Rosales sa kanyang Eileen Closet po. Pati mga shoes, ito yung kanya po. Ito yung kanyang page. Kita ninyo, napakagandang mga online selling po siya. Si Madam Eileen Rosales. Cellphone number niya po, 773-798-7816. Balikan natin yung ating kwento. Lagot ngayon si Grijaldo. Yung Senate investigation nga po, mga kababayan, duda nga tayo kung masusundan pa yon. Malamang mga kababayan, hindi na masundan tulad ng Senate investigation sa Polvoron in aid of destabilization. Walang konklusyon. Halatado kasi mga kababayan, imbis po madiin yung ating Pangulo, lalong buminango. Dito naman po sa Senate investigation, imbis maklear si Digong, Bato at si Bongo, nabaon mga kababayan lalo si Digong, inamin niya Biglang umamin po, napasama. Yun ang nangyari po sa Senate investigation. So may magagamit na tuloy mga kababayan. Kaya sabi ni Congressman Benny Abante, mas kanya hindi siya mag-attend na, may mga witnesses niya kami na magsasalita. Unang-una niya, umamin na siya na in-encourage niya yung mga pulis na lumaban. But anyway, doon muna tayo mga kababayan kay Grijaldo. Yan po. So sabi dito sa report ng Impact Leadership, at no point did any of the congressmen attempt to pressure Mr. Grijaldo. Sabi po sa binasang affidavit ng dalawang abogado ni Batangas 2nd District Representative Jinky Luistro. So sabi po ni Luistro sa Quadcom kahapon, yung dalawang abogado niya representing retired Police Colonel Royina Garma have stated that co-chairman Representative Dan Fernandez saka si Abante ng Manila did not coerce Police Colonel Hector Grijaldo into confirming a reward system for extrajudicial killings during the war on drugs ni Digong. Kasi sabi ni Grijaldo sa Senate hearing, kinuers daw siya, pinilit, pressure. Wala niyang ganun na nangyari based mismo sa testimony ng mga abogado na nandun. Kwento ni Grijaldo kasi, pinasok daw siya, lumapit sa kanya, pinasok yata doon sa, sa waiting room ng mga witnesses, ng mga resource persons. Tapos kinausap siya, pressure ni Dan Fernandez, ni Abante, Benny Abante, para i-confirm yung reward system na tinatanong po, gustong establish ng Congress, ng Quadcom, yung reward system sa EGK. Pakinggan natin mga kababayan yung presentation ni Congresswoman Luistro.
To my interpellation, I wish to manifest the letter sent by Attorney Emerito Kilang and Attorney Rod Siv Comigad. I believe these are counsels of Colonel Royina Garma. I share the sentiment of the Quadcom for its integrity being casted with doubt because of the testimony of Colonel Grijaldo during the Senate investigation that our chairman, particularly Chairman Abante and Chairman Fernandez, coerced and harassed him. And I wish to invite the attention of the committee and the general public about this joint statement of the two lawyers whom I believe are present during that alleged incident or meeting. If I may quote, Mr. Chair, the two lawyers state in this joint statement, we would like to shed light on the nature of the interactions we observed. The discussions were focused on ensuring clarity and understanding of Colonel Garma's affidavit, particularly regarding any knowledge Colonel Grijaldo might have about the reward system mentioned in it. At no point did any of the congressmen attempt to pressure Mr. Grijaldo into confirming to a predetermined narrative. Mr. Chair, I wish to manifest that this letter clearly our Chairman Abante and Chairman Fernandez from the allegations of grave coercion and harassment about that incident which allegedly transpired during the hearing where Colonel Grijaldo attended as testified to during the Senate investigation. And with the enlightenment that was given to us by the Council of Record of Colonel Garma, I am urging the Quad, particularly Chairman Abante and Chairman Fernandez, to take the necessary action in order to penalize the perjured statement that Colonel Grijaldo gave during the Senate investigation, Mr. Chair.
So, baka kasuhan po ng perjury itong si Grijaldo kasi nagsinungaling siya sa Senate investigation po. Iba yung kanyang sinasabi doon. O ngayon, balikan natin yung sinabi ni Abante. Si Digong daw could be held liable sa kanyang pagtutulak sa kanyang mga kapulisan na i-encourage na lumaban yung mga suspects para ma-justify yung EGK. Kaya sabi ni Human Rights Chairman, Committee on Human Rights Chairman, Benny Abante. So sabi diyan, Abante expressed belief that former President Digong admission during the Senate investigation niya that he instructed police officers to encourage drug suspects to fight back, providing a pretext to kill them is sufficient grounds to hold him accountable. And also, sabi po ni Benny Abante, other than that, under oath pa rin. He admitted to the existence of DDS or the Bowdet Squad, an entity with a lethal mandate that was replicated around the whole country. The banality of evil must come to an end. We stand for those who cannot speak, for the voices that were silenced too soon, sabi po ni Congressman Benny Abante. Pakinggan natin mga kababayan yung mga matatalim na mga binitawang pananalita ni Chairman Benny Abante.
Gentlemen, colleagues at mga kababayan, magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. We gather here once more for the 10th time. Not merely to sit in one of our typical hearings, in order to file one of our usual committee reports, but for something far greater. We have convened again because we cannot and we must not lose sight of the purpose that drives us. The pursuit of justice for the victims of illegal drugs, for the victims of pogos, and for the victims of extrajudicial killings. To help remind us of why we dedicate so much of our time to this task, I ask you to remember the name of Kian de los Santos, that young man, that minor, whose life was tragically cut short by a bullet fired in the dark. We are here today for Kian and for the countless innocents like him who died in the name of a misguided, bloody war on drugs. To our people and to everyone here, I say, enough. Enough with the gaslighting. Enough with the distractions. Enough with the squid tactics. We cannot be knocked off course by words meant to confuse or mislead. At this point, there is one voice we must focus on. One that was used under oath in the halls of the Senate. Last week, former President Duterte himself spoke before the Senate and the nation, and in his own words, took responsibility for the blood spilled in his war on drugs. He did not deny. He did not deflect. He admitted that he gave orders. Orders that directed our own police forces to encourage suspected criminals to fight back so they could be killed. Under oath, he told us this without shame and without remorse. This was not hearsay. This was not a speculation. This was a declaration from the man himself. He went further. Under oath, he admitted to the existence of the Davao Death Squad, an entity with a lethal mandate that was replicated around the whole country when PRRD was elected president in 2016. But the former president did not stop there. He pointed his finger at a sitting senator, a member of our very government, and named him a part of the DDS, not a Duterte defending senator, no, but a member of the notorious Davao Death Squad. Ano ang sinabi ni PRRD? And I quote, yung isang senador, yung nakaupo dyan, si Senator De La Rosa, Death Squad rin yan. End of quote. And now comes this familiar refrain. It was all a joke. Biro lamang daw. But I ask you, my friends and my colleagues, I ask you, who makes jokes under oath? Who laughs while mothers bury their sons? Who finds humor in this horror? This is no laughing matter. The lives lost, the grief that lingers, the blood spilled in our streets, These are not punchlines in a cruel joke. These are lives, young innocent lives taken from us. But perhaps we should not be surprised. Perhaps we should not be shocked that this sacred issue, the sanctity of life, is treated so trivially. For we have seen time and time again how human life has been cheapened, how easily these men speak of death, how casually they wash their hands of the blood of the innocent. As Proverbs 31 verse 8 and 9 reminds us, and I quote, "Open thy mouth for the dumb in the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction. Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy." End of quote. We are commanded to raise our voices for those who cannot speak, to seek righteousness for those who have been silenced, and to demand justice for those who have suffered unjustly. This, my friends, this is why we must not falter. This is why we must not rest, why we must not turn away. We have a responsibility, not only to the victims, but to our nation. We must continue this work, unyielding, unrelenting, uncompromising. Mga kasama, we have the statement of the former president. We also have testimony and evidence that corroborates what he said under oath. Now, we must hold to account those who have perpetrated these heinous crimes. Now we must ensure that the cries of the oppressed are not drowned out by laughter, that the dignity of human life is restored, and that no one, no matter how powerful, is above the law. And as we press forward, let us remember this. We do not stand here alone. We stand with Kian. We stand with his family. We stand with a 3-year-old killed by a stray bullet in Cebu. We stand with a 9-year-old killed in Caloocan, and the death certificate showed that he died of pneumonia. We stand with a tricycle driver gunned down just because the drug lord rode in his tricycle. Ladies and gentlemen, we stand with every victim of this dark and bloody campaign. The banality of evil must come to an end. We stand for those who cannot speak, for the voices that were silenced too soon, and we stand with the promise, the solemn vow, that we will do everything in our power to ensure this never happens in our country again. So with hearts full of resolve and eyes fixated on justice, let us continue this work. For if we are to be remembered, if the 19th Congress is to be remembered, let it be not for the jokes or the gaslighting, but for our dedication to the truth, our commitment to justice, and our compassion for those who suffer. Mga kaibigan, maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat.
So yan po mga kababayan ng matapang na opening statement ni Congressman Abante. So tingin natin, ang Quadcom po ay hindi titigil hanggat hindi po napapanagot yung mga dapat managot. Ang objective siyempre, para hindi na po maulit ito na mangyari pa in the future sa ating bansa.
Sa mga naghanap ng malinis and spacious fitness gym, pumunta lang po kayo sa aming Colossal Fitness Gym. We also offer Grab Car Rental with our brand new 2023 model ng Toyota Innova. We also accept booking for those who are planning to travel via PAL, Cebu Pacific, and other airline companies, local and international, and bills payment for Meralco Bills, PLDT, Aleco Bills, etc. Ang Colossal Fitness Gym is located at 3rd floor Security Bank Building, Landco Business Park, Legazpi City, Albay. For inquiries, look for Chilon Maravillas. Contact number 0966-802-0949. Yan yung aming Innova. Lagi na pong matao sa amin. Pati mga foreigners po, tingnan ninyo. Mga British tourists sila. Ang lalaki ng katawan na, mga kababayan, nag-gym sa amin. Ito naman po, international. Ito mga mga European sila. Ito naman yung bago naming product na binibenta online, Eye Glow Serum. Whitening po siya galing sa South Korea. Tingnan ninyo yung epekto sa aking anak na architect entrepreneur, Riz Maravillas. For inquiries, look for Riz Maravillas on FB. Ito naman po, Firmax Firming and Lifting Cream. Pinapahid po ito sa mga pulses and affected area. Mainam po ito sa mga pains at paninigas na mga kasukasuan. Ito po, Automax Radiant Serum. Sa mukha naman yung application. Anti-aging po siya. You will look 10 years younger than your age. Sa mga cancer patients naman po, baka lang gusto ninyo itong itry. Nengxia Red Mixed Fruit Drink. Hindi man po siya gamot, food supplement siya. Kaya lang, gawa siya mga kababayan sa goji berry. Yung goji berry may anti-cancer properties. Yung mga inquiries ninyo, dumiretso na lang kayo sa aming messenger sa Facebook para masagot namin agad. Ayos po. Ako po si Dante Maravillas. Bye-bye. God bless.